Christmas is all about Santa Claus, Christmas trees, and Christmas feast. However, nothing captures the true spirit of Christmas like giving gifts. Christmas gift-giving is a long-standing custom that has spread to non-Christian civilizations all around the world. Nowadays, you can give someone a gift other than for Christmas, and they'll think it's Christmas all of a sudden. However, unlike us common mortals, the ultra-wealthy and uber-powerful have it all in them to partake in extravagant gift-giving. Gems that are worth thousands or perhaps millions. Super yachts and aircraft worth tens of millions of dollars each? Expensive handbags and rare works of art? Easy as pie. What good is a lavish island holiday if they can put up Christmas trees costing millions of dollars for only a little period of time? They'd even go for the ultimate send-off, a journey to outer space. Why not when someone has a lot of money and has run out of traditional ways to spend costly gifts? In the spirit of the impending holiday season and the wonderful gift-giving that it entails, we look at some of the most costly gifts ever devised by man in history. Number 5. Number 5 on our list is Boucheron ruby and diamond necklace for Victoria Beckham, $2.4 million. David and Victoria Beckham, two of the world's most famous individuals, can draw headlines everywhere they go. David surprised Victoria with Christmas gifts no ordinary man could dream of: a $100,000 diamond-encrusted handbag, a custom-built $500,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, and the finest of the bunch, a $2.4 million Boucheron ruby and diamond necklace. Despite these staggering sums, keep in mind that big superstars like the Beckhams also give each other presents outside of the holiday season. Sometimes they are more expensive than the ones listed below. Number 4. Diamond and ruby ring for Elizabeth Taylor, $4.2 million. Given her well-known massive acquisition of diamond and other jewels from her husband Richard Burton and well-heeled admirers, it's hardly surprising that she'd build a substantial collection that would pique the interest of passionate collectors all over the world. So it was reported in December 2011, when the actress's legendary collection was auctioned off for a whopping $116 million. The Taylor collection featured the fabled La Peregrina, which traveled from the African slave who discovered it at Pearl Islands in the Gulf of Panama through European kings and queens, over hundreds of years. Another, an 8.24 Van Cleef & Arpels diamond and ruby ring, established a per-carat record for a ruby at $512,925, for a total of $4.2 million. In 1968, Richard Burton fulfilled his promise to his then-wife of a flawless ruby ring for Christmas. Liz couldn't agree more, exclaiming that it was the most beautiful colored stone she'd ever seen. Number 3. Sanford Wall apartment for Ekaterina Rybolovleva, $88 million. While some of Hollywood's greatest celebrities could afford to acquire mansions worth millions after accumulating record-breaking outputs, a 22-year-old didn't have to raise a finger to get a property for $88 million. Ekaterina Rybolovleva, however, is no average 22-year-old. She is the daughter of Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev. And what do mega-rich fathers do except buy their children million-dollar Christmas gifts? And Dmitry did precisely that, purchasing the famed Sanford Wall Manhattan property as a Christmas present for his daughter, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Number 2. Star of the East and Hope diamond for Evelyn Walsh McLean, $250 million. Evelyn Walsh McLean, the late American mining heiress, formerly held two of history's most renowned diamonds, the Star of the East and the Hope diamond. The 94.8-carat pear-shaped diamond, placed on a chain under a hexagonal emerald of 34 carats and a pearl of 32 grains, came into her possession when she utilized the cash provided to her by her father as a wedding present in 1908. She justified her massive purchase as a wise investment, and the exorbitant price as covering not only her wedding but also her Christmas present. Her publishing scion husband purchased her the 45.52-carat Hope diamond 3 years later. Evelyn had a great time wearing and showcasing the dazzling jewels at various events throughout her childhood. When she was bored of being the center of attention, she would make her beloved dog wear one of the two renowned necklaces. Imagine the anguish of people who couldn't even purchase the chain links that held these two exquisite diamonds. Diamonds are eternal, but their human owners are not. After Evelyn's death, jeweler Harry Winston bought the two jewels and presented the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian in 1958. The Hope Diamond was instantly insured for $250 million by the well-known institution. Given that the Star of the East weighs nearly twice as much as the Hope Diamond, a $250 million estimate would be extremely cautious. Where the Star of the East went, however, unfortunately remains a mystery. Number 1. The Orlov Diamond for Russian Empress Catherine, priceless. Catherine the Great of the Russian Empire was obsessed with diamonds, so when an 189.62-carat diamond in the shape of half a chicken's egg from India came to her notice, she wisely enlisted the aid of her lover, Count Orlov, to get it. As a result, she christened it Orlov's diamond and had it embedded on the imperial scepter. While some accounts had Orlov giving Catherine the diamond as a Christmas gift, in actuality, Orlov simply did not have the wherewithal to pay for the enormous price of the diamond himself. Catherine might, however, spin the Orlov gift tale to deflect criticism for spending the state budget on jewels. While the precise price of the Orlov diamond is unknown, its historical significance much transcends any estimation we would have today.